Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the video review of KyurenOh. This is the base mech from KyuRanger. We have the Q Voyagers here in front of us with the Kyutamas attached. We'll be taking a look at everything. First off, we have Lion, Wolf, Bull, Chameleon, and Swordfish. Now, that is not the actual names. There are different names for them. We'll get into those in just a minute. Each one of these forms a limb. So we have the Chameleon who could form a limb, either an arm or a leg. And hey, all of them can form limbs, which is awesome. And they all go off this guy back here, the Lion. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at all of them up close. Starting off with number 1, Shishi. This is the Red Ranger's henshin device, you could say. Flip the plastic around and you get the Lion, and that pegs into his Voyager, the Shishi Voyager, which is a lion-based spacecraft. It's okay. It's pretty obvious what it's going to be used for. That's not a surprise. There are some lights and sounds gimmicks. They are activated via this switch on the back of the figure and then activated via this button up by the lion head. I'm not going to do the lion because the sounds are the same in either lion mode or in, well, the other modes. So that's pretty much all it does. It's okay. It's okay. It just looks like a flying torso, a flying disembodied torso with a lion head on it. That's really my only complaint. It just also sits there, and it's actually heavy for its size, so there is that. Overall, it's not too bad. Next up is number 3, Okamitama. Now, I'm going a little bit out of order here because these are the guys that came together. I'll be doing separate reviews for the other 4 Tama and Voyagers that came separately. This is the Wolf, Okamitama. Unfortunately, the Wolf doesn't come with any lights and sounds. You peg it into his butt like that. Overall, I think the wolf looks really good. It's this like mechanical wolf. I can't think of anything better for it to look like. It's really cool. It is very, very cool. Transformation is exceptionally easy to form a limb. Simply turn it so that the flat blue part or solid blue part is pointing forward to the top. Fold the legs down and turn the head, and that's it. That's its transformation into an arm. To turn it into a leg, continue with it like that, and flip up the head, and that's it. So this guy forms standardly. Its standard limb form is that of the left leg of KyurenOh. Next up is Oshitama, which is the bull, number 5. Spin the globe around, and you get this nice little bull motif. Here's the bull's body, which you can easily attach. Though on the bull and on the wolf, you want to put the number facing down. And here's the bull. I like the bull. I like the bull a lot. It's my favorite one. It's a bull tank. It's this crazy bull tank. I think it's absolutely hysterical. It looks like something that's supposed to be out of Gamera rather than Super Sentai. Transformation is exactly the same into limb mode. For the arm, fold up the rear treads and turn the bull head. For the leg, fold up the rear treads, flip up the head, and he will become the right leg of KyurenOh. The 4th Tama is Chameleon Tama, and there's no Japanese pronunciation. It is literally just chameleon. Spin the globe, and we get a full chameleon as opposed to what looks like the corpse of one, the fossilized corpse of one. So, yep, it is number 7. Attached to the butt of the chameleon. And I like to turn it so that the number is facing up. That's just me. I think the chameleon is pretty neat. It's a cute little green chameleon. Unfortunately, it really doesn't do much. It doesn't even have legs. It just has these landing struts. It's not bad, but I like the paint on it. I like the color green, but it doesn't really do much. Transformation into limb mode. We're going to do the transformation into foot mode first. Fold the rear landing gear up, flip the mouth up, and that's it. But its actual mode is that of the left arm. So turn it so that the number is pointing down, and then you can turn the fist either which way. I prefer the way that doesn't show the screw holes, but, well, there are screw holes on both sides, so it doesn't really matter. Finally, we have Kajiki Tama, which is the swordfish. Though in the show, or Overtime subs translates it as Dorado, which is a constellation. It's actually a swordfish. Spin the globe, and you get the full swordfish. Number 9 plugs into the butt, and you have this cool yellow swordfish. I really like the swordfish mode. It is my favorite next to the bull. My only, I guess you could call it a complaint, is I wish there was a way you could attach a longer sword here to the front, simply because in the show, the sword is freaking huge, and here it isn't. Limb mode is very simple. It's already in the arm mode. For the leg mode, simply fold up the sword and turn the globe like that. And that's it. So let's go ahead and get into the docking sequence. We're going to turn the sounds on. Take these rear fins and fold them back. Take the shoulder units and flip them 180 degrees. Grab the head and flip it around, and then come into the mouth and flip down the face a la Voltron. And then we can start adding limbs. So here's Bull. Here's Wolf. Here's Swordfish. And here's Chameleon. KyurenOh looks freaking fantastic. I love the overall look of the figure. It kind of reminds me of a multi-beast Voltron, which I really, really like. I think the globes are a good touch, and the overall face aesthetic of the figure is quite good. It's just a really solid Super Sentai mech that has some really actually confusing lights and sounds, because the button here up on the shoulder does a couple of different modes, though they're a little weird. Overall, the set is really nice, and you can mix and match different Voyagers. The overall set is really nice, and you can mix and match the different Q Voyagers with, balances and this guy and the Scorpion and the Phoenix. They all work really well together, and the overall set is cool. My only complaint, and this is the only thing I could really think to complain about, is I wish the sword was bigger, or you could make or get an attachment to make the sword mode of this guy bigger. So give me a second, and I'm going to switch up the limbs for you. And here we have KyurenOh in other mode. I don't know what to call this. This is just the other mode. It definitely looks like the feet are a little small, and it's got a little bit more oomph up on top, we'll say. I think this looks good. I think the other mode looks good. Overall, it's a fun figure, or fun set of figures, and I really think Bandai really nailed it this year, as opposed to Ninja, which the less said about Ninja, the better. Anyway, I think this is a really cool set. You should pick it up if you can. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, I'm Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a like if you liked it. Give me a sub if you loved it. And I will catch you next time.